What's up, awesome YouTubers? Ryan1988 or Justin back here to do a video for you guys, and today I'm here to do the start of my October videos. I did mention that in the last couple videos that I had some things planned for October, and I am ready for it. I have a lot of ideas that I want to do. I'm going to try to post at least 2 videos a week. This video, or this week, I'll probably only post this video, being I have a lot of things going on this week, really busy, going away this weekend. So this will probably be the only video this week, and it's going to be worth it because I think this is going to be an awesome video and I hope you guys enjoy it. But we'll get to that in just a moment. But after that, I'm going to at least try to post 1 or 2 videos a week within the month of October. Obviously talking about horror movies, which I always do, but this time of the year it's always fun. And I'm also going to talk about the October season and the Halloween season because it is my favorite time of the year. It is my favorite month for many reasons. I just love it, and I always look forward to making videos within the month of October for you guys. So I hope you enjoy every video I make. You know, we got a lot of great things coming out this month. We got the new Halloween coming out. I'm going to be doing a review on that once I see it. And I'm also going to be ranking the franchise when I see that movie. So look out for that. My birthday is actually coming up, and that's another reason why I love October. Of course, it's because I was born in October. So that's another reason why I love October. But getting started with today's video, recently I had somebody kind of recommend that I show off my entire horror movie Blu-ray collection. And I almost did that, but I realized I have a lot of them, and the only reason I'm not going to show the entire Blu-ray collection, or the horror movie Blu-ray collection, is because I have all my movies, all genres kind of mixed together, and all of them are alphabetized. So I was going to pull them all out and do it that way, but it just wound up being stacks and stacks of movies, and it would have been a really long video. So I'm not going to do that. However, I want to do a new overview collection for my Scream Factory Blu-ray and DVD collection. This is for 2018. I can't remember the last one I did. I think I did it back in 2016. So this is going to be something new, and I hope you guys enjoy these Scream Factories that I have. And I think this is also fitting just because we have a lot of great Scream Factory movies coming out. So stay tuned for, again, more videos to come, and let's get started on my Blu-ray collection, or my Scream Factory collection. So starting with the A's, we have Army of Darkness, a great edition of this movie. The only Scream Factory steelbook I own, and I do want to definitely pick up more eventually, and that is Assault on Precinct 13. This one is a Scream Factory / IFC movie, and that is Autopsy of Jane Doe. If you want a really good horror movie to watch in October, especially a first time watch, check this one out. It's really good. Double feature, we have Bad Dreams and Visiting Hours. Love both these movies. Great underrated 80s gems. Bad Moon, one of my favorite werewolf movies. Black Christmas, the original, I love that. Body Bags. This one isn't a Scream Factory release, but it is a Shout Select. And I really felt like it could have been a Scream Factory release. I don't know the reasons why it wasn't, but it is part of the Scream Factory Shout Factory line, and that is The Burbs. This is a great movie. And for some reason, I love watching this in October. It has some good horror movie elements in it. So, The Burning. This one was really cheap. It's not one of my favorite movies, and in fact, it's not really that great of a sequel in my opinion. It's okay overall, but I got this for $5.98, and that is Candyman: Farewell to the Flesh. Could not believe I found it for $5.98. That was a really good deal. So I wound up picking that one up, and Scream Factory is releasing the original movie in November. I cannot wait for that. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Love that. We got Carrie. This is a must for October for me. I love that. The original, of course. This Carrie double feature, we have The Rage Carrie 2, which is a sequel to the first movie, and then the TV remake. A great slasher movie that I love watching just really in the fall. It could be any time in the fall, and that's Cherry Falls. It has a really good fall atmosphere to it. I love that. Child's Play, love this edition. This is really good, by the way. If you want a good transfer of the movie, definitely pick that one up. Class of 1984, that's a good one as well. I love that. We got the remake, Dawn of the Dead. Love this. I love this edition. And the artwork itself. I just want to talk about this real quick. I was very skeptical on this when I saw it like in a photo online, but in person it looks really good. And I remember getting this at Best Buy for like $14.98. So for me that was a must pick up, and I'm glad I have it in the collection. It's a good remake. I really wish somebody would release the original. Maybe Scream Factory one day. We got, real quick, a DVD. Speaking of zombies, Day of the Dead. This is a DVD copy. My buddy Resident Vania gave this to me a long time ago. I have the out-of-print Arrow edition on Blu-ray, but this is really cool just to have, and it has some really good bonus features on it. Eventually I'll probably upgrade that on Blu-ray, but until then I'm really satisfied with the DVD. Continuing on, Deadly Blessing, one of my favorite Wes Craven movies. Then we got, not really a horror movie, but Scream Factory did release it. Death Becomes Her. It does, again, kind of like The Burbs, it has some horror movie elements into it, or in it. But yeah, like I said, not really straight up horror, but a great release from that movie. Or for that movie. One of the very first Scream Factory releases, and a very underrated release, Death Valley. Love that. Disturbing Behavior. Great 90s fun there. Drag Me to Hell, one of their recent releases, I think from last February, I believe, or this past February. Love this release, very impressed with it. Again, kind of like Dawn of the Dead, the artwork is better in person, and this is just an overall really good release. You got both versions of the movie. I've only seen the director's cut, of course, and it looks great on Blu-ray, and the bonus features are great as well. The Victors, another kind of lesser known Scream Factory release, but really good film. Definitely recommend that. Firestarter, great Stephen King movie. Great release. One of my favorite movies, favorite horror movies, and favorite Scream Factory releases, The Fog. From Beyond. One of the very first releases from Scream Factory, The Funhouse. Really happy to own this one. I love this movie. And I was glad to get it with the slipcover because I got this probably a year after it came out. So it was really cool to get that. The Gate 2. Now the first one's released by Vestron, and I was happy that somebody released The Gate 2. And of course it was Scream Factory. It's a really fun sequel. I recommend checking it out if you haven't watched it. Another IFC/Scream Factory release, Ghost Stories. I've yet to watch this, but I'm going to check it out soon. Ginger Snaps, really fun one to watch, and just a great Halloween movie as well, based around Halloween. William Friedkin's The Guardian. Now this movie gets a lot of hate for some reason. I just have a fun time with it. Is it great or is it perfect? No, but I enjoy it, so definitely recommend it. One of my favorite recent releases, Hell Night. Love this movie, and this is the first time, and if I'm right, the only time we've had this on Blu-ray. So, love Hell Night. We got The Howling. And then It's So Bad It's Good sequel, but I enjoy it a lot. Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf. Then we got two movies, the first movie and the second one. Jeepers Creepers, sorry about that glare. and Jeepers Creepers 2. I don't have a slipcover for the first one. It came in the mail like that. But either way, these are awesome releases, and definitely recommend them. Land of the Dead, again, another one I got at Best Buy for $14.98, and surprisingly enough, a really good edition of this movie. This movie's just a good film. I wouldn't say it's great. I do enjoy it, but I was very impressed with this release. Legend of Hell House, love this movie. If you want a good October film to watch that you haven't seen yet, pick up this gem. It's a good one. Mad Max, not really a horror movie, but it was great to see a Scream Factory treatment. Misery. Motel Hell, one of my favorite artworks just because it really stands out from the rest, and it really just screams 80s like VHS horror movie artwork. Love that. Night of the Comet. One of my favorite releases, and I'm kind of debating on getting the Steelbook because I don't really need it, because this is just an awesome edition. Night of the Demons. Now, the figure itself, I would love. I might get the Steelbook, I don't know. I love this edition, though. Another double feature with Love at First Bite and One Spin. Now, funny enough, I've not watched Love at First Bite. I should watch it. I got it mostly for One Spin. It's one of my favorite movies. The People Under the Stairs. Phantom of the Paradise, a very underrated Scream Factory release. Definitely recommend it, though. It's a good one. Oh, I love the movie. The release is good, though. Piranha 2, The Spawning. I did switch the artwork around. Yeah, I haven't checked this one out yet. I've seen the movie. I have a lot of fun with it. But I haven't checked out the release yet. And then while we're talking about that, I do have the Roger Corman release, which is from Shout Factory. This is before Scream Factory really became something, or even before Scream Factory. Let me rewind and correct that. Before Scream Factory, we had these Roger Corman ones, and I picked this one up on DVD. The next two are sequels to a classic movie, but I have a lot of fun with these movies, and I actually like 3 over 2, but that is Poltergeist 2, The Other Side, and Poltergeist 3. 2 great releases, by the way. Prince of Darkness, another favorite of mine, and kind of an underrated Scream Factory release. You know, I don't hear a lot of people talk about this one or showcase it as much as they should, but I love this. Definitely recommend it. And it's a great movie, too. Prison, another underrated Scream Factory release. I don't hear anybody talk about this. Love this movie, love this edition. Artwork could slightly be better, but overall, very impressed for a movie that's never had an official DVD or Blu-ray release until then. The next is a series of movies. Now, the first one is released just by Universal, but it's a classic series, or kind of a somewhat underrated series. You don't really hear a lot of people talk about the sequels unless they're diehard fans, but that is the Psycho series. So we got Psycho 2, Psycho 3, Psycho 4: The Beginning, and the remake of Psycho, which, you know what, I'm going to say this right now, I don't hate the Psycho remake. I used to. It's grown on me quite a bit. You know, the first time I saw it, I was like, meh. Second time I saw it, I was like, terrible. And it's grown on me. There's those certain movies that grow on you, and that one did. Pumpkinhead, love this. Great release. Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings, I had to think about that. The first one was a collector's edition, which it deserves. And I'm just glad that Scream Factory released a sequel. It's a fun one. Again, check it out. We got Return of the Living Dead. Love this movie. And its recent release, Return of the Living Dead Part 2. A great Scream Factory release. Not a collector's edition, but a great one. And that is The Sentinel. Just a great movie all around, and I'm glad Scream Factory released that. Check it out if you haven't yet. Serial Mom. Not a horror movie, but a horror movie comedy, I guess. Serial Mom. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Great movie. And great release. Session 9, another one to check out from the Scream Factory line. I love that movie. Wes Craven's Shocker. Love that one as well. Silent Night, Deadly Night. A great release from Scream Factory. Very impressed with that. Cannot wait to get the second one. Then we got this trilogy. They have another one out there, but I don't really like that one. But I'm just going to consider it a trilogy. The Sleepaway Camp trilogy. Sleepaway Camp. Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. And Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. Slither. Then we got another fun trilogy that I love. The Slumber Party Massacre trilogy. Love the first one. And really like the sequels. So, great double feature here with 2 and 3. And then you get the first one on its own. Someone's Watching Me. Great release from Scream Factory. I just watched it last week. Very impressed with that. I recommend picking it up. And try to check out your local Best Buy. Could be there. The Strangers. Love this release. Love this movie. I'm really impressed with a lot of the modern horror movies that are being released by Scream Factory. They really are cleaning up the transfers. They're the best they've looked. And the bonus features are awesome. Strangers. Love that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, or Part 2. Love this movie. Love this release. Love this artwork. One of their very first ones, They Live. I do believe, I thought I had the sticker. Guess I don't have the sticker, but yeah, They Live, great release. One of my favorite John Carpenter films, The Thing. Awesome release. The original Town That Dreaded Sundown, with The Evictors on the other side. So if you've not checked out The Evictors, and you haven't got the Blu-ray yet, but you have this release, check out The Evictors. I actually like it a little bit better than The Town That Dreaded Sundown. One of my favorite Scream Factory releases, and hands down one of my favorite documentaries to one of their releases, Village of the Damned. Love that. And in the last standard release, Witchboard. This was one I was super excited that they released, and it's a very awesome release. Very awesome. Very awesome release. I'm very impressed with this release. There we go. Love Witchboard, love this release, and an amazing documentary. And then before I get started on some of these box sets, I just want to quickly mention, because I forgot to mention it, The Stepfather, which is just a Shout Factory release. One day I'll upgrade that one. Now, real quickly, going on to the box sets that I own. The Amityville Horror box set. Great box set to own, and currently at Walmart for $30. Pick it up. This one I'm just going to save best for last because that's my favorite release. But you got the It's Alive trilogy. I got this at Best Buy for $30. Pick it up. I haven't watched them yet, but I'm looking forward to checking them out this October. And lastly, and I'm not going to talk about this long, but this is my favorite Scream Factory release. And that is the Halloween Collector's Edition box set. I love it. And I have the slipcovers for Halloween 2 and 3. Very cool. This was, and still is, my favorite release from Scream Factory. So, awesome release. And it's hard to believe still that they were able to get all the companies to come together and release that box set. Well, anyway, guys, that is my Scream Factory release, or Scream Factory collection for 2018. Of course, there's many others coming out soon, so maybe within the next year or two, I'll do another overview. So, anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Look out for more videos to come this October from me. And as always, you guys are awesome, you guys rock. And with a positive out with a negative. And go eat some Skittles. Alright, guys, bye.